virtual class. In this class, we would be studying one of the brown alga, that is Ectocarpus. Ectocarpus belongs to the class Phaeophyceae, order Ectocarpales, family Ectocarpaceae. Ectocarpus, you see, is a marine alga and is found throughout the world, but it prefers the colder waters and therefore it profusely grows in the colder seas of temperate and polar regions. However, Ectocarpus, though, is a marine alga, but Chapman in 1954 has reported some species of Ectocarpus to be occurring in fresh water. World over, there are 410 species of Ectocarpus that have been reported in scientific literature, and out of these 410 species, 16 species have been found in India. The two major Indian species are Ectocarpus coniferus, Ectocarpus indicus. Ectocarpus in India is commonly found on the western coast, and the alga is found in the littoral and the sublittoral zone, commonly growing as an epiphyte or a lithophyte. That means the alga is found growing on the rocky shores on the surface of the rocks, or it also grows an epiphyte on other plants. It does not prefer the deeper sea beds. It is found close to the shore. There are certain exceptions also. For example, Ectocarpus fasciculatus, it grows on the fins of fish in Sweden, and Ectocarpus spongiosus is a free floating Ectocarpus species. The plant body of Ectocarpus is a thallus, and the thallus is multicellular, filamentous and branched structure with heterotrichous habit. A heterotrichous type of filament is a filamentous body where the plant body is differentiated into a prostrate system and an erect system. The prostrate system creeps on the substratum, attaches itself on the substratum with the help of rhizoids, and from the prostrate system the aerial filaments, they arise and they form the erect system. As you can see, they are the filaments of the Ectocarpus as observed under the microscope, and the filaments, they are branched, and here in this picture you can see the prostrate system that creeps on the substratum and is giving rise to the aerial system, or the projecting or the erect system. Both the prostrate system as well as the erect system is made of branched filaments. The prostrate system, as you can see, it is profusely branched and spreads on the substratum. It is attached to the substratum, which can be a rock or it can be another plant. Remember that Ectocarpus can grow as an epiphyte or it grows as a lithophyte, and the alga is attached to the substratum by means of rhizoids. The erect system arises from the prostrate system and it freely waves in water. The alga, if observed without a microscope, it gives this appearance, something hairy like structure arising from the substratum, and the prostrate system is closely associated with the substratum, and the erect system, as you can see here, it freely waves in water as brownish colored threads. And this is what you observe under the microscope, a branched filamentous structure differentiated into the prostrate system and the erect system. Both the erect and the prostrate system are branched. The erect system consists of a main axis and well branched filaments. Both the main axis and the branches are uniseriate. That means the erect system is also made up of a filamentous structure, and the filaments, they are branched. The filamentous structure consists of a main axis with a uniseriate row of cells and profusely gives out branching. The branches as well as the main axis consist of uniseriate row of cells placed one above the other. Carefully observe that each branch that arises from the main axis, it arises at the base of the septa. So, you need to be very careful when you are drawing the diagram and you are taking out a branch from the main axis. You need to draw the branch at the base of the septa, because the branches, they arise at the base of the septa, and each branch, it terminates into a pointed hair-like structure. So, the ends of the branches, they are pointed, or the terminal cell, it points out in the form of a hair-like structure. In some species, you would find that the lower portion or the older part of the main axis is corticated or ensheathed, or it's covered over by a sheath. This sheath is formed by a layer of descending rhizoidal branches that arise from the lower branches of the erect system. So, I hope the thallus structure is clear to you. The major points are that the plant body is thallus and is differentiated into prostrate system and the erect system. Both the prostrate and the erect system are filamentous and branched, and the filaments are made of uniseriate row of cells. The prostrate system spreads on the substratum and is attached to the substratum by means of rhizoids and gives rise to the aerial system or the erect system, which freely waves in water. Now, the cells of Ectocarpus, which make up the filament of Ectocarpus, are small, rectangular or cylindrical in shape. They are uninucleate, that means there is a single nucleus that is present, and the most prominent feature of the cell are ribbon-like or band-shaped chloroplasts, which are referred to as chromatophores, as they have got excess of brown pigment called fucoxanthin. So, you can call the chloroplast over here as colored plastids, and they are referred to as the chromatophores with pyrenoid. Pyrenoid is another interesting feature of the chromatophore of Ectocarpus, as it is stalked, pear-shaped and projects out from the chromatophore. The cell wall is thick, mucilaginous and consists of 3 pectic cellulosic layers. And remember that the cell wall also contains alginic acid and fucoidan. The photosynthetic pigments that are present in the plastids of Ectocarpus are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, beta carotene and fucoxanthin. And fucoxanthin is the brown pigment that masks the color of the chlorophyll, and it gives the characteristic brown color to the alga, and hence sometimes the chloroplasts or the plastids in Ectocarpus, they are referred to as the chromatophores. The reserve food material in Ectocarpus is not starch, it is oil, mannitol and laminarin. Now, one interesting feature about Ectocarpus is its growth. In the prostrate system, the growth is apical, that means the apical cell undergoes cell division and adds the cell to the filament, which increases in length. And the erect system shows the intercalary or trichothalic growth, that means the cells that are present in between, they undergo cell division and increase the length of the branch as well as that of the main axis, and also increases the length of the hair. So that means a trichothelic meristem brings about growth in the erect system of ectocarpus. So I hope you are clear about the thallus structure in ectocarpus. In the next lesson, we would be studying the reproduction in ectocarpus. Thank you.